Chapter 9. I couldn't stop thinking about Kelsey. The way her body moved to the music, her eyes, her smile, even her smell. I wonder if she tastes as good as she looks. The thought alone excites me, something I haven't felt in far too many years. I scrape a hand across my face and drive through the wrought iron gates of the mansion. It's the last place I want to be, but the only place I can go right now. The Temptation Club became less appealing right after I laid eyes on her, and I don't feel like driving out to the hills. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine meeting someone so interesting, especially a succubus. The only ones I'd ever come across were hypersexed, self-indulgent females. Thankfully, Kelsey is young enough not to have gotten caught up in that nonsense. If she's mine, I can promise that will never happen. She assumed wrongly that I wasn't interested in her. I can't ignore the pull she had on my heart. It's still there. If I told her what I felt, she would have undoubtedly called me an idiot. And that's how I'm feeling right now, like an idiot, a lovesick schoolboy ready to give in to temptation. If I'd had the opportunity, I would have driven off into the night with Kelsey. I would have taken her someplace quiet, a moment to get to know her better, to drink in her beauty instead of heading to the study for something in a glass. Beaumont's presence before the fireplace interrupts my thoughts. I return the stopper to the decanter of brandy and carry my snifter over to him. Good evening, Master Victor. He leans against the blood-red wingback chair. Did you have a pleasurable time? Actually, I did. I take the seat across from him and sip the amber liquid. I met someone. Beaumont lifts a crystal goblet of Luke's favorite bread to his thin lips. He returns the glass to the side table and stares into the fire. Human? No. Believe it or not, she's a succubus. I focus on my drink and wait for judgment. Heed my advice and stay clear of her. His eyes land on me. Lillian are troublesome for our kind. How so? He waves his hand in the air. The details aren't necessary if you stay away from her. I place my glass on the table, steeple my fingers, and set my jaw. You'll have to do better than that to convince me. Otherwise, I plan on seeing Kelsey again. As head of the coven, Luke won't approve of this association. So what? He doesn't scare me. Beaumont raises his eyebrow. You need to be careful. We're not in Europe anymore. There are rules in Falls Creek. Maybe I'll convince her to go to Europe with me, I say with a bit of uncertainty. Perhaps it's the presumptuous nature of my words that give me pause. Not advisable. Don't forget, Luke is head of council too. The leaders can make things unpleasant for you. He's referring to that damn council of supernaturals. They rule over our community, making judgments and crafting protocols based on what's best for humans. Their dictates require supernaturals to squash our baser needs and desires to keep humanity safe. The belief is in hiding our true nature. We stay protected as well. Instead, it creates an atmosphere of denial and self-hatred. When will the leaders do things that benefit us for a change? Kelsey's smoky gray eyes and beautiful smile come to mind. If I can spend my eternity basking in her beauty, then to hell with council's policies. You've never known me to follow the rules. I'm not about to start now. He shakes his head. And just how old is this girl you're willing to cast aside common sense for? She's in high school. If Kelsey's as old as the kid who came here tonight, then she's 16 or 17. His mouth turns down. The succubus is too young for you. I drop my hands and lean forward. And what age should I go for? A nice 30-something? Have you not noticed that I look like a damn teenager? Beaumont pours another glass of crimson. I am completely aware of how old you appear, Victor. Your age, however, would not be an issue for one of our kind. I push to my feet and head for the bar. Well, I'm not interested in one of our own. Do yourself a favor. Do us all a favor. Do not see her again. My feet freeze in place. I throw over my shoulder. Beaumont, mind your own business. You can't stop me from seeing her again. You're not thinking rationally, he warns. Maybe I'm not, but for once, I don't care. I leave the glass at the bar. I need to put some distance between myself and my elder. I lean against my bedroom door. Beaumont's words didn't fall on deaf ears. Luke's role on council makes my actions more detrimental. The leaders won't see it as an individual act of defiance. Somehow they'll associate it with him, a lack of leadership on his part. They'll want to replace him, certainly a reason to not pursue the succubus. But should my desires be placed on a back burner just to keep things copacetic? I realize Beaumont is only watching out for me, keeping my best interests at heart, but I've already given up so much since becoming undead. It's unfair to ask me to give up a second chance for happiness. When the time comes, and I'm sure it is coming, I'll do whatever is necessary to keep Kelsey in my life. I think she's worth it. She has to be worth it.